MJsquad.
Okay.
We
go so hard.
Like and subscribe.
Squad.
And
Smack it, y'all. What's good, MJ Squad? My name is Mary, and I'm from the MJ Squad. So today I'm gonna come to you with a video about domestic violence. Domestic Violence Awareness Month is in October, but I feel that everyone should be aware all year round. Domestic violence doesn't just happen only in October. So my name is Mary, and I am a victim of domestic violence. In 2009, I lost my left eye due to domestic violence. I was dealing with this guy in Chicago, and my mom told me, Mary, come on now, don't mess with no guys on the south side in Inglewood and all this stuff. As teenagers, we hard-headed. We want to do what we want. We think we cute, you know what I'm saying? We just doing whatever. Which, at that time, I should have listened. So, me and the guy, we was dating for a couple months or whatever, and all of a sudden, we just decided to break up. The reason we decided to break up was because every time I come around, it would be this one particular girl, and he'd be like, oh, that's my sister, that's my sister. So in the beginning, I didn't think anything of it, because it's like, okay, that's your sister. But when it got to the point where anytime we'd hang out, we'd be kicking it, any parties going on or whatnot, he'd sit up there and have this same female there. Okay. After a while, come on now, I ain't stupid. I know this ain't your sister. Who just bring their sister everywhere that they go? I'll let y'all answer that down below in the comments. So, after some time kept going by, he consistently brought the girl around. I just told him, like, you know, I feel like this is not working. When we spend time together, it's always with your sister. Okay? Then, he was like, all right, well, whatever. We broke up on a good note, I believed. Okay? So, 2 weeks went by. I haven't talked to him. All of a sudden, I was going out of town with one of my friends. Going out south with one of my friends. And he ended up calling me. Hey, how you doing? I didn't think anything of it, because I'm like, okay, we didn't break up on a bad note. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. And I ain't heard from you for a while and stuff. So I had told him, I'm like, oh, I'm on my way out south. I'm finna take my friend out south to see her friend. So come to find out, the friend who I was in the car with, I will not disclose her name, she decided, oh, I want to go see his brother. I do mess with his brother. Okay. This is someone, you know how guys call people their brothers. He was not his blood brother. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a problem with them. I'll go. So I get up, I go get her. One of my other friends was supposed to go. She was pregnant, so I kept calling her. She wasn't answering, so I was pretty sure that she fell asleep. So me and my friend, we had left, and we went out south. I called him and told him I'm outside. When he came outside, he was like, hey, what's up? Can we run to the liquor store? Okay, fine. We run around the corner to the liquor store. When we get there, the liquor store does not take debit cards for some reason. I guess the machine was down or whatever. And the store was about to close in 5 minutes. So I had no way to go to an ATM to go get me some money so I can get me and my friend a bottle or whatever. So we go back around the corner, and all of a sudden my friend is like, I have to go home. My boyfriend is calling. I'm ready to go. Okay, fine. So I tell him, I'm like, you know what? We're not going to stay. Sorry. Some unexpected plans had came up, so we have to leave. Can I have a hug? Now, he was sitting in the back seat. Okay. While he was in the back seat, he's on his phone. You know, ain't nobody thinking none of it. We stay on our phone 24/7. We got phones in our hand all day long. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think anything of it. So he was talking to someone, I guess, from the house, obviously, and he's like, we're on our way back. Once again, didn't think nothing of it. You could have been saying, I'm on my way back, could you open the door or whatnot. Okay, so he gets out the car and he, Mary, can I have a hug? I'm like, no, I'm tired, I don't feel like getting out, it's late, you know what I'm saying, I gotta go, I got stuff to do, you can hug me from the back seat. He stopped playing with me and all that stuff. Mind you, all the doors in the car was locked. It was not automatic doors at all, so you have to push the locks down. And he gets out the car, he unlocks my door, the driver door, which I didn't even know he unlocked it. He was so quick about it, just, you know, slip that lock up. Whenever he comes around, he stop playing with me, let me get a hug, ooh, we cool. So I'm like, okay, I'm not getting out, you can hug me, you know, you're out the car, you at my door, hug me through the car, I'm not gonna get out. Right when he hugged me and moved to the side, there were two girls standing behind him. One was his sister that I knew was really his sister, and then the other girl was his other sister. Okay? The girl comes up right when he moved. You can get up out the car, yeah, talk that stuff now and all this stuff. I know you be calling my phone private and all this stuff. First of all, sweetie, why would I call your phone private? If you're his sister, what would I need to call your phone private for? If I'm calling your phone and I'm looking for him, I'm gonna ask for him. But I never called the girl's phone. So, basically, me and the girls, both of the two girls, started fighting. On the passenger side, where my friend was sitting, his brother was outside and he was holding the door. This is his real brother. He's holding the door. They already had this plan. They set me up to hurt me, to do whatever they decided they wanted to do. So now I'm fighting these two girls. My friend is sitting in the passenger seat. His brother is holding the door. You know, I'm gonna get to this also. You know, everyone is like, you know, how your friend just sitting there. You know, she could have busted the window out. There was a way to get out. There was 4 doors in this car. She could climb to the back seat, get out the back door. You know, she did have a club, the thing that go on the steering wheel, between her legs. You know, it just really got to the point where everyone, including my family and other friends and stuff, started feeling like she set me up. Me as a person, I'm, you know, very kind-hearted or whatever. I am, you know, I can get snappy, but for the most part, I am a very kind person. And I like to, you know, believe what people say instead of just jumping to assume that they're lying. So she said she was afraid. I'm like, okay, maybe she was afraid. She didn't know what to do. She was in panic mode. But like I said, everyone else was like, no, can't be. So, I'm fighting with the girls. I'm panicking. He's holding my door open so that way I can't shut the door. So, I'm still fighting with the girls. I finally get in the car. I'm trying to lock the door. I'm panicking and stuff. And I couldn't get the door locked. The boy opened the door and they started back trying to fight with me. And that's when I had some mace on my keychain. I'm fumbling with my keys, trying to get them out of the ignition. I get my keys out, I spray the mace. It sprays into his mouth, and it sprayed the girl a little bit. So finally I got the door closed. I got the door locked. I'm still panicking. I'm trying to start the car. I start the car. And this is where it becomes domestic. So I started the car. I got it in drive. I'm starting to pull off. He grabbed the Hennessy bottle, threw it through my car window, split my eyeball in half. That is the reason why I have a lazy eye. I have a mark under my eye. I have a prosthesis. A lot of times people do notice it because one eye is a little lower than the other. But at first, I was very self-conscious about it. I felt like no one would want to deal with me. No one would want to like date me. No one would even want to be my friend and be around me because of the way that I look. But it got to the point where I stepped back. And I'm like, I'm beautiful. I was beautiful before this happened to me. I'm sorry, I get a little to talk about it. So I'm beautiful before it happened. I'm still beautiful. It's just unfortunate the things that you go through. I would say being hard headed did play a big role because I should have listened. I can't mess up my makeup, y'all. Hold on. So that is the reason for, my eye or whatever. And like I said, I thought no one was gonna want to date me. A year later, I guess it doesn't really matter to people in the world. Some people is ignorant and rude and will say certain things, but a year later, I ended up giving birth to my son. I have a 7-year-old son. So it's like all those worries and all of those things, worrying about the physical appearance of myself based on my eye, it did not stop anything at all. So after that, once I was dealing with my son's father and stuff, he was also very abusive as well. And, I did not allow that either. I got away. It's like, I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to deal with it. If you're going to put your hands on me, that's not love. So before I, get to the part where I'm ending the video, I did want to read a statistic. So it says, on an average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by their partner in the United States. During 1 year, this equals more than 10 million women and men. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have been victims of severe physical violence by their partner in their lifetime. So before I conclude this video, I do want to give advice. It's not worth it. If you're in a relationship with someone and they're putting their hands on you, not just even physically abusing you, but mentally, emotionally, verbally, all of those can be a form of abuse. If someone that you're in a relationship is doing that to you, it's not worth staying in that relationship. It's very hard for you to just, get up and walk away from someone that you love so much, but it's worth it because it could be your life. It was my eye, but it could have been my life. So I take that very seriously. So now, I've been in a relationship with Joelle for 5 years. May 24th, I will vlog our anniversary. But, this has been like the best relationship of my life. Like, it's not abusive. Every relationship have ups and downs, and 1 minute you might be arguing or not arguing or whatever. But this has been the best relationship of my life. 5 years. We got 3 beautiful kids together. She has, it's a blended family. I have 1 that came from from me. She has 2 that came from her. But in this household, it's one family. I don't care if I couldn't, if I couldn't have gotten her pregnant. Those are still my kids. So, with that being said, I'm not gonna hold you. This is gonna be the end of the video. I just wanted to come to you guys and let you know what's going on, because I don't want any negative comments in my comments below about, what's wrong with her eye and asking me stuff like that. I'm not rude. I don't want to be rude to anyone. Please don't be rude to me. Life happens. I'm a survivor. I came past it. Like I said, it could have been my life, but it wasn't. It was just my eye. God is with me all the time. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and push that bell. We got all type of pranks coming, all kind of vlogs, more story time, cooking with Mary on Sundays. So it's just gonna be lit, like about MJsquad. Wait. Do not click off. I had another announcement. If you're going through domestic violence and you just need someone to talk to and you feel like you have no one, you can always email me at maryandjoelle5@gmail.com.
In the MJsquad.
Okay.
We
go so hard.
Like and subscribe.
Squad.
And push
Smack it,
it.
yeah.